Today we are getting out of the ship first time after 3 days and 3 nights sailing from San Francisco to Skagway. And Skagway is a pretty small city, and it's not going to take much time for us to explore. And our cruise was like about 11 days, and today is the first time we are getting out and doing some recording. Yeah, Skagway has a very natural beauty. It's surrounded by the big mountains. Also, they say Skagway has the least amount of rain in Alaska. In other words, everywhere in Alaska, it rains more than Skagway. Yeah, you can see on your left-hand side, you can see the big ships, the cruise ships. They are parked at the dock. So, and there's some look like some boat yard for the private boats. It's pretty beautiful. It has a like a small town feel. You can tell there's not very many people, and the weather is actually fantastic today. This looked like a very nice restaurant. They sell crab legs. They boast that they have the biggest crab legs. So maybe they do. Yeah, Skagway has a home to about 1,200, 1,250 souls in the summer, but in the winter it shrinks to only few hundred people. Skagway is a historical town, and it is a gateway. It actually was a gateway to the gold mines, like famous uh, Klondike, Klondike gold mine. And most of these buildings are restored to the 1898 look or feel. Here we are passing by this Klondike brewery. They claim that they have the fresh beer. Hmm.
What can we do here?
There's quite a bit. So we got a free movie that'll start playing at 9:30, and that'll reset every half hour.
Oh,
That's
okay.
in about 15 minutes.
Okay.
We have a free museum next door and one block down. That's
Okay.
going to be the Klondike Museum and the Mascot Saloon. That's
Okay.
an interactable saloon
Okay.
museum.
What are the ticket for? The ticket office?
The ticket is for the Jefferson Smith Parlor. It's just behind you here, behind the Loom Building. That is a parlor that was owned by a famous con man called Soapy Smith that was then added and edited onto. So it has statues and taxidermy. It's considered the weirdest museum in the entire NPS.
Okay,
system.
here we pay for the tickets, right?
Yeah, they're free. You don't pay for
They're
them.
free.
We can
Oh,
give them to you
okay,
if you'd
okay.
like. The only time we have
Yes.
for it is 1 p.m.
Oh, okay.
It's a very small building, though. It's about the Jefferson Smith Parlor. It'll talk about the owner of the parlor and the time of the. It was owned by a famous convent called Soapy Smith, and it's considered.
Boy, from this picture, looks like so many people came here in search of gold. Hmm. Yeah, this map shows Skagway, Chilkoot, and way to Klondike gold fields where people mined gold. It was a very treacherous way, as most of the time was snow. They had to go through bad weather, all that bad things. Here's the 3D model of the area and the mountains. Those mountains are always like snow-capped, so it was difficult. Here is more history. Old locomotive, and this machine looked like it's a tunnel maker or something. I'm not 100% sure. So, a lot of history. Yeah, this locomotive engine, maybe at one time it was a workhorse for the area. Yeah, that's the storage of gold. There's some gold bars. I'm sure they're not real, but that's how they stored at that time, those gold bars. This is probably the hardest part to get to the gold mines. The stairs are made of ice and snow. This is downtown Skagway, where you can buy souvenirs, and we're walking through it, and we are going to now famous cemetery and a waterfall. All right, we made it to the cemetery. In this cemetery, there are 178 known graves. Some of the graves have unknown, no name on those. So this is a pretty steep hill, and graves are all over. Yeah, these people came in search of gold. For whatever the reason, they could not make it home, back home. Weather was too harsh, they say, and some say it was an avalanche, so nobody knows how they died. All right, next to the graveyard, here is the waterfall. It's a whopping 60 feet high. It is very, very pretty, and a lot of people are enjoying the view of this waterfall. Some people are getting into the water across those big pebbles, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to end up in that cemetery. Wife and I, we walked to this waterfall and the cemetery. It was a good 30, 35, 40 minutes walk. Okay, that's all about Skagway. Tomorrow we will be in Glacier Bay National Park and Reserve.
Luckily for us, Marjorie is giving a beautiful showing today, and my next comment will probably be my final one before I hop off the mic, put on my own coat and binoculars, and head outside, which I highly recommend that you start preparing for as well. Faster than the higher elevation schools often replenish it.
glaciers I see.
So
This is the first
please
one,
leave your
I
bank
think.
accounts not looking very good at that
There's
time.
another one.
To
That should be
recap,
the first one
glaciers
too,
are
but
always growing from the top
they're
down,
always,
and being
all.
Delivered to your state where you can hear some fun. And if you turn to one side, there are a couple of different maps on it. On the left, you'll see an overview of the entirety of Glacier Bay Park and Reserve, which is the sixth largest, sometimes called the west arm of the bay. But before I get into our upcoming itinerary, I
Sir,
want
what is that? Hot
to
chocolate or something?
we've already taken to get to our current location. Around 9 a.m., you enter the bay from the south end of the park called Setaukeday Narrows. And around that same time, us rangers and Alaska Geographic employees were heading out from the park's headquarters in Bartlett Cove on a small catamaran. Our park captain pulled up alongside your ship with a pretty controlled collision. The boat quickly crashed into your ship and continued heading north at the same speed. From there, we climbed aboard via a rope ladder, and the ship's crew hauled up our bags. It makes for a pretty interesting commute.
Oh, sea otter. That's otter. Okay, let's go up there, up on the top. Where- Oh. Okay, let's go up there, up on the top. Where- फिर आज आप जाने हैं ना वो खा पी के आने हैं कुछ. All right, our next stop is Juneau. Juneau is the remote capital of Alaska. Why they call it remote? I think the only reason because you cannot go to Juneau by road. Only way you can either go by sea or by air. And it was founded during the gold rush era in 1880, and it is a major cruise ship hub in Alaska. Yeah, in Juneau, they say it rains on the average about 300 days a year. So it looks like it's pretty rainy. And we're right now walking through this strip mall, or what do you call it? On the side, there are a lot of stores. And there are a lot of actually jewelry stores. I am not sure how many people buy their jewelry, but obviously they're there. So people uh, buy jewelry. It's pretty rainy today, even though there's quite wet, but still there are a lot of people like walking around, shopping or something. But this place looks better prices than Skagway, and there are more selection too. If you next time come to on Alaska cruise, I think it's probably better to stop in Juneau than in Skagway. Now, next we stop by this Overstreet Park. It's also known as Whale Park. It is a waterfront park in Juneau, Alaska, and is famous for its life-size humpback whale sculpture. It's, uh, it's known as taku, and which spouts water. It is pretty amazing. It's pretty impressive, the size of the whale. Now we are entering in, it's called a Macaulay Salmon Hatchery. Also, it's known as Juneau Hatchery. It is a major aquaculture facility located in Juneau, Alaska, operated by the Douglas Island Pink and Chum organization. It was established in 1970 to bolster declining wild salmon population. It serves as both as a functioning industrial facility and a popular tourist attraction for learning about the life cycles of Pacific salmon. Yeah, looks like here the actual hatching starts from the millions and millions of eggs, and it's hard to see the salmon. Baby salmons are so small; they are like the size of a maybe few millimeters or so, and then they go to the next stage, then next stage, then next stage. It's just pretty amazing. This hatchery, they say, is funded by taxing the fishermen because after they release the fish in the ocean, and fishermen benefit from this hatchery. Yeah, this hatchery specializes in cultivating chum, king chinook, and coho salmon. From mid June through October, a 450-foot fish ladder allows visitors to watch millions of adult salmon returning to the hatchery. So they jump, they go upstream. Here are some videos you'll see I recorded. Yeah, the impact of this hatchery, they say it's highly successful, and it has about 85% survival rate for the fish in the hatchery, and compared to only 15% in nature. It helps protect wild stocks by providing alternative fish for the harvest in designated areas. So it's very, very controlled. This hatchery is open to public, offering guided tours during the summertime and by appointments in the winter. So winter is a little bit harder to for everything in Alaska. This is the adult size fish you can see from here in the tanks. Here are more adult size fish in the tanks to see. Okay, we're back into our bus, tourist bus, and we're gonna be driving back to our, we're gonna be, riding back to our ship now from here. This is inside of our bus, pretty neat and clean. Here we see the governor's mansion in Juneau. Pretty nice, pretty impressive, pretty good. So here the governor of Alaska, whoever it is, he or she is, they live here. I think I wouldn't mind living in a mansion like that, right? Looks like these are the commercial buildings, either the government buildings or the private buildings in Alaska. I can see from the bus. All right, we're back from the city tour, city bus tour. So we're gonna be going to our ship, maybe visiting a few more shops here. After that, we're gonna be going to our ship. Yeah, it's still raining, and we're walking to our ship. It's been pretty cold too. So I think that's about it about this our Juneau experience. We'll keep you posted in the next city. We are going to be in Ketchikan, Alaska. All right, this is the bus we rode. We just came back from our city tour. The bus cost us like about $80 for two of us, about $40 each for 2-3 hours. That's not bad. So now we're just walking back to our ship. We're back to the ship, and we'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye. Our next stop after Juneau is city of Ketchikan. And Ketchikan is also known as first city of Alaska, and it is salmon capital of the world, a vibrant city with lots of rain. I was told about 15 feet every year, and last couple of years ago it was like about 202 inches. That's a kind of record. This city is also, just like Juneau, you cannot drive there. You have to go to this city either by air or by sea, by ship. And those are the only two options to get to that city. Also, this city has the largest collection of totem poles in the world, I heard. It's a kind of hub, just like Juneau. A lot of ships stop here, and it's a very tourist-friendly city too. And we're walking here in the kind of downtown. It's a very pretty, very nice store. There are a lot of jewelry stores and other specialty stores, and it's a pretty nice. We enjoyed it. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I came to this city second time in a month. First time in July, like about a month ago, when I rode my motorcycle from California to Alaska to Anchorage, and from Anchorage I rode back to Haines, and from Haines we took the ferry to Bellingham, Washington. So I stopped last time, and actually, yeah, this is the second time in a month in Ketchikan. Yeah, it's been about 2 hours in Ketchikan. Now we're just going back to our ship, and our next stop is going to be Prince Rupert, Canada.